Heidi, a very good morning to you. How has the Germiston community remembered the legal eagle?
Well, Monena, it's not just, Bizos is not just remembered as the legal eagle, but rather a family man as well, and very true to his Greek roots. And this is why the Germiston Greek Church has decided to have a memorial service for him. It is a couple of days after he was laid to rest on Thursday through a state funeral, but we do know that the Greek community was very fond of him, and this is because he was always present at all Greek events. He was always surrounded by his true Greek roots and his friends and family, and this is probably why the community has decided to remember him today. We do understand that there are going to be friends and family and leaders of the Hellenic community present today that will be speaking, and it's just a time for them to remember exactly what Bizos stood for. And many people remember him as Papu Bizos, which means grandfather. He was a grandfather, an uncle, a friend, a colleague to many, and also just the way he was always present, never forgot his roots, and was always true to what he stood for, and that was improving the lives of everybody around him. Not just a human rights lawyer, but starting a school in 1947, a Greek school. He was adamant to start that Greek school, and till today we have Saheti School standing, a true institution that stands for great Greek values.
Heidi, I hear you saying that, it was his presence in the Greek community, and I suppose in South Africa as a whole, because we know exactly what he meant to this country. But what was Papu's contribution to the Greek community, to the Germiston community in particular, that has them remembering him the way they are now?
Well, I think the most significant, Morena, is the fact that he decided to start Saheti School. And I think because he was a founding member, many people remember him by that and for that, to say that, when he came to South Africa at the age of 13 and he established himself, finished his law degree, he was adamant to start that Greek school. And many people respected that of him, to say that even though you have established yourself as a human rights lawyer and you presented the likes of Nelson Mandela, you still stuck to your Greek roots. And just my encounters with Papu Bizos, he was always at Greek events. He would make sure that he didn't miss Greek events, and if he did, he was always apologetic about that. So I remember the last time I saw him, it was last year, March, at Saheti School. There was actually a Greek event there. He was always at religious events, always at cultural events, and he made sure that he always engaged with the youth. He was very fond of children and the youth, and this is something that many people remember him by, to say that as young as you were, no matter who you were, no matter where you came from, he made sure that he was always around and present, and made sure that he would advise as best possible. So I think the Greek community definitely remembers him as his valuable contribution that he made, not just in the courtrooms, but also in the Greek community.
Heidi, thank you very much. That's our reporter Heidi Jokos. She's in Germiston.